Cancer, this is going to be your December reading for 2018. I apologize for these coming out late. It's kind of been a crazy month, and I'm actually sick right now, but I feel up for this. So I picked your cards already. As usual, for your general spread, my voice is a little shot, so we'll just have to deal with it. I'll try to speak louder. I actually just got gifted by a dear friend a new camera and microphone, so hopefully next month you'll be able to hear me a lot better because I'll be using better tech. So for this month, for your general spread, I'm using the spiral deck as usual, and for your clarifiers, I'm using this special deck that is not a tarot deck. It's an astrological oracle card system that is done in Art Nouveau style. I've got my puppy playing in the other room, so if you hear snuffling noises, that's what that is. And then this is what they look like. Here's the back of them. And they're done in Art Nouveau style, which I find really beautiful. Let me see if I can find another good one for you. Here's another one. This is what they look like. And it's got the 10 planets and the 12 signs. So you came out with a really interesting reading this month. I'm going to show you your general cards, and then I'll start interpreting. So your central focus for December is the 8 of Pentacles. Your challenge to that is the 7 of Pentacles. What is helping you? Very nice. You have the Star as what is helping you. And at your root of your being, you have the Lovers. What you are coming away from, or your recent past, is the Magician. And your best possible outcome is the Wheel of Fortune. You'll just have to excuse me with my voice. So what is coming up for you in the near future is the Princess of Swords. Happy holidays, you guys. Actually, before I was going to start your reading, I got an intense urge for chicken soup, and so I had to go and get some, but now I feel a lot better. So right now, you are the Queen of Swords. I think you had this in the exact same position last month. So this leads me to believe you're still in a similar spot, but it definitely feels different. And in your surroundings, you have the 10 of Cups. Your hope, fear, I'm guessing that it's a hope, is the World. And your general outcome is the Ace of Wands. You have two very nice outcomes. Okay. Some of these positions I did not pick clarifiers for, other ones I did, because some of the messages were pretty clear and I didn't feel like they needed extra information attached to them. So this is one of the positions with no clarifiers. Your central experience for the month of December is you are plugging away. You're trying to get as much done as possible without losing your energy. So I see you are pacing yourself rather nicely, where whatever you have to knock out or take care of or get done, you're regulating your energy in a really nice way, where you're just taking it step by step, moment by moment, and focusing on what you need to at hand, and then moving on to the next thing after you're done. So in other words, I see you pacing yourself rather nicely this month, where you're just trying to get done what you need to get done. When I originally picked this, I got the word hustle in my head. So you may be hustling, where you're trying to get as much done as possible at this time. but it feels as though you're not hurrying yourself too much to the point of feeling exhausted. It feels like you're pacing yourself very nicely and being practical and focusing on what actually needs to be done at this time. You may be working a lot too, is another way of looking at this. You may just be focusing on working a lot or getting things done and focusing on practical matters. So your challenge is having to wait or to be patient, or that the fruits of your labor from all of your hard work doesn't seem to be coming as quickly as you thought originally, or the progress that you hoped to see from all of this work is coming about rather slowly for you. This doesn't mean that it's not going to come. It just means for whatever reasons you feel as though certain things in your life are temporarily on hold or slowed down, where you have to exercise patience. Your challenge may be with patience. You may be feeling impatient, like you're tired of waiting or you've been waiting for too long. But I definitely get a feeling that things will start to grow or you'll start to see progress. It's just, it feels you're feeling impatient, or you're wondering if it's ever going to grow. So, what is helping you is optimism, hope, and faith, especially for the future and to follow your dreams, to manifest what you wish, to have your wishes granted, to have your hopes come true. This is what's helping you. So this is why I'm getting the feeling that even though you are working really hard and nothing seems to be really happening from all of that work as much as you would like, and you can apply this in many different, this is a general reading, so you can apply this to whatever area of your life this rings true for. It could be relationships, could be work, could be home life, could be a million things. But if you feel like you've been pouring a lot of your energy into something and you're not really seeing it growing as much as you would like, then that's what it applies to, if it applies at all. But this is good news, because this is telling me that your hopes won't be in vain, since this is helping you. What's helping you is to stay optimistic and to have hope and faith in future dreams coming into fruition, or being able to pour your inspiration into your life and see magic happen. The reason why, or let's put it this way, because you have this as what's helping you, I highly doubt that whatever you are waiting to have grow isn't going to grow at all. If it wasn't going to grow at all, you wouldn't have the hope card as what's helping you. So it's the universe's way of telling me to tell you, don't give up, and you will have the outcome that you wish for. You just have to be patient and keep on plugging away and believing in yourself, or believing in your dreams. Excuse me, I'm going to blow my nose. I'll be right back. Okay. Where were we? Okay. At your root of your being, you have the Lovers. The Lovers can signify a significant, deep relationship. It can signify choices in relationships, as in choosing one person over another, or choosing a person in general, choosing a relationship. This can be a crossroads in your life where you have to make a major choice about anything. It doesn't have to be relationships. It also can represent balance within your own being, between your masculine and feminine within, of feeling centered, feeling balanced, and feeling more integrated too with the Lovers. With this, you have Mercury, and so at your root, this is double Mercury, because the Lovers is a Gemini card, and Gemini is ruled by Mercury. So this is the Lovers and its ruler, Mercury. So this leads me to believe it might actually have something to do with your mind. You may be making a major choice on whether to communicate something or not, or choose something or not, or whether to say something or not. This could be that your thoughts have been clearer recently, where things are making more sense to you and you're feeling more balanced with your mind and just who you are in general. You do have a Scorpio card with the Lovers. So I don't know if some of you Cancers are intimately involved with a Scorpionic type person, or if you are choosing to be with a Scorpio, or sometimes the Scorpio card doesn't have to represent a person. It can also represent deep feelings, depth of emotions, and getting in tune with your deepest core of yourself. Really looking at the emotions that you have that normally you would suppress or not pay attention to, or things welling up from within up to the surface. So you may have to communicate your deepest feelings or admit to yourself what your deepest feelings are. Excuse me. You may decide to speak about your deep feelings in a relationship with somebody, or you may have to express to someone your deep emotions that have led you to make some kind of a major choice. Or it could just be that you're feeling more integrated than ever before. You're feeling more balanced, more in tune with being able to make sense out of your own emotions and where these emotions come from, what instincts, paying attention to your instincts. Possibly something within you needs to be transmuted or transformed, and it looks as though you are able to make sense out of this process instead of being confused like a lot of other people would be. So in the recent past, you have 2 Mars cards. Well, the Magician is ruled by Mars and Mercury, and then you have Mars with him. These are 2 very fiery, active cards to have together as your recent past. This leads me to believe you took a risk, or you took initiative on something, or you went after something, or you took action on something. You've been feeling more empowered with being able to express yourself fully, especially things like what drives you, what are your passions, and what to go after, as well as proper expression of where anger comes from, or any anger that you may have been having in the past. You've gotten real clear with yourself on what you want, and you have felt empowered enough to make this happen in the past. You may have taken some kind of a risk or some type of action towards something. It looks excellent to me. You've really been focusing on your own needs, and you as a individual in your life, you've been really trying to take good care of yourself with your own needs and wants and desires and passions. As your best possible outcome, this is rather beautiful to see. You have the Wheel of Fortune with Pisces. You are a Cancer, you have Scorpio in here and Pisces. This seems like a very watery reading in a certain way. I see your dreams coming into being, or an opportunity arises for you to be able to do something that means a great deal to you. This could be choosing to follow your dreams, or your dreams are unfolding right before your eyes in your life as your best possible outcome. This is reminding me of the Star card that was helping you, which was to have hope and faith and inspiration, and to trust the universe that all your hard work and the things that you have been focusing on will come to pass. This is leading me to believe that you may have a much cherished hope or dream or wish that you have had for a long time that you see as your best possible outcome. There is a chance or an opportunity for this to finally come into being. Or you start to see progress or manifestation happen with your dreams, with what truly matters to you. Artistic pursuits. I also see something in here about theater. I don't know if any of you are involved with theater or with the arts or creativity or music or any form that art could take or creativity could take. I feel as though you are about to be given a great chance or opportunity, and it's going to be up to you on whether you seize it or not. If you've felt as though you've been waiting for a really long time and you're tired of waiting and you're not sure if this is ever going to come to pass or happen, this combination, the star that's helping you, and this is leading me to believe that it will happen, and it may even happen at the end of December, where you have some kind of a breakthrough or a huge opportunity handed to you that would enable you to be able to manifest your dreams or your artistic visions, or just your visions in general of what you would like to bring into being that you feel very deeply about. And this is funny. In the near future, you have the Princess of Swords, which I'm reading as a message. You're going to be given a message, or you may be sending a message to someone, or you may be having brilliant, sudden new ideas. That is a huge breakthrough. If you have felt as though you've been plodding along bit by bit, step by step, doing all of the practical steps necessary towards your dreams or what you would like to manifest or come to pass, you're going to have some kind of a huge breakthrough idea. Perhaps your mind has been plodding along, but in order to save time and effort and energy, you may have a brilliant idea that simplifies things, or you're able to come up with a solution to a blockage or a problem that you've been having, where all of a sudden you don't have to wait any longer and things are finally happening. As in, if you were, let's say, this is a story, if you were trying to build a career or build a business that you have, and you've been very practically, patiently focusing on things bit by bit, you may have locked yourself in, not too badly, but locked yourself into a particular method or idea on what kinds of steps you have to take and how much time that takes. Oh, hang on. Okay, where were we? Pardon me. Thank you for being patient with me. Okay, you may have a sudden breakthrough idea that changes your entire perspective on what needs to happen in order to manifest. I don't really know how else to put that. It may be that you have been having a particular vision of what is possible on how to bring this about, but you suddenly have a brilliant idea that completely switches things around and you're able to save a lot more time this way. I don't really know how else to put it. It can also be saying, since you have Gemini, this is your other clarifier. It could be that in the near future you may start to see relationships differently as far as how you communicate in them. And relationships of all different kinds. I'm getting this from the twins here, from Gemini. This always reminds me of the Lovers card. And again, it's almost like a mirroring of the lovers that you have at your root. It may be for someone that you didn't think a relationship was going anywhere, no matter how much work you put into it, but all of a sudden something works out in a relationship. Or you thought a relationship wasn't possible with a particular person, and then you receive some sudden news in the near future that it is possible. Or just by knocking heads with other people and brainstorming with other people in different minds besides yourself, you can come up with a whole different way of looking at strategies and looking at how to go about communicating, or how to go about bringing things into being in your life. You may receive some kind of amazing breakthrough message, or something that you communicate to someone else completely changes things for the better, where people are working together much better than before, or a relationship is working out a lot better than before, or just you're coming up with brilliant ideas that can further and strongly evolve your situation. If you've been plodding along and things seem to be taking a long time, I don't see that in your future at all. I see things dramatically speeding up and making rapid progress based off of a change of perspective, or a change of looking at things, or a change in communication, or just a new breakthrough idea. It's like a eureka moment. You have Uranus, which is a sky god that has to do with invention and inventive thought and sudden quick change. And with the twins in here, yeah, I feel like things are coming together a lot quicker than they were before. So again, there's a similar message in here where your guides are saying, just keep the faith and keep on being optimistic, because you're about to have some kind of a huge breakthrough. So you right now are still the Queen of Swords. So it seems as though you've gotten really rational and fair-minded, or just real concerned with how things actually work, with relating to other people, to balancing situations, coming up with solutions to problems, looking at things rather objectively, but with harmony in mind. So you're definitely thinking of other people's needs as well. This is a Libra card, by the way. But at the same time, you're not going to let other people's opinions or other people's needs get in the way of justice or fairness. I'm almost getting that you demand to be heard on where you're at, or what you see, or what you observe, or what you decide. If you are at some kind of a crossroads in your life where you have to make a major choice, something about a brilliant idea will help facilitate that choice to be made, but you're being really clear-headed and intelligent about this choice. You're weighing and then executing your decision. In your surroundings, this is one of the combinations in here that's leading me to believe that some of you may be involved in some kind of theater or performance, or even writing a play, being part of a play. It doesn't even have to be those things, but it's most definitely creative. It feels as though you've been pouring a lot of your time and energy into creative pursuits, and possibly even things like romance and children and fun and enjoyment in your life more, especially in your surroundings. And this is bringing you a great deal of happiness and joy. You're seeing your fruits come into being, and they bring you a lot of joy and happiness. You're feeling more sure of yourself. You're feeling more sure of your capacity to be able to create happiness in your surroundings, and solid connections and relationships with people. It feels like there's a huge warming up. Things are getting a lot warmer and caring and loving in your surroundings. You're feeling very happy about what you have accomplished or what you have done. And your hope is that all of your hard work will pay off, and you'll have some kind of a huge harvest. And you'll feel as though you have graduated in your life and you're onto a completely new journey in your life after this, where now you can manifest a lot better than you did before. And to realize that, of course, things take time, but they don't have to take that long. I definitely feel as though your hope is that you'll be out through this period onto the other side, where things are manifesting much quicker and you're seeing progress, and you're feeling really happy about how much work and time you have, that you have not given up. You're really happy that you have not given up. And your hope that all of this hasn't been for nothing and that something really amazing will happen out of all of this. So, I have to blow my nose again. Hang on. Okay. Your general outcome mirrors your best possible outcome in a certain way, and I'll show you why. You have the Ace of Wands. Yeah. And you have Neptune, which is the ruler of Pisces, which is in your best possible outcome, along with the Wheel of Fortune, which is ruled by Jupiter. Before Neptune was discovered, Pisces was actually ruled by the god Jupiter, who rules the Wheel of Fortune. So all of these things are connected between your two outcomes. Your general outcome is that you decide to act and you decide to take direct action on your dreams and inspirations. Neptune is sensitivity, it's empathy, it's imagination, it's creativity at its most refined form. It's high creativity. We're not talking a cute little song on the radio. This is a sonata. We're not talking about a small little poem. This is a long, epic, expertly written poem. Wherever your dreams lie, whatever brings you inspiration, whatever gives your life a sense of meaning and connection, you are willing to take action on this and do something about it and go towards these things. Or just to do it. If you've been dreaming for a long time that you really want to put together a nonprofit organization to help children, for instance, you are doing it now. This is when you're talking with lawyers, you're coming up with a business plan or a plan for operation. You are setting these things into motion. You're doing this now. You're not just thinking about it or dreaming about it. If you're ever going to do it, this is the time to do it. And this is the Ace of Wands is reminding me of your recent past where you suddenly became intensely empowered, where you're done with waiting. I'm getting a real emphasis on impatience, and I'm getting an emphasis on how this impatience of yours is well deserved. I feel as though you've been patient quite a bit already, and now you want to see action happen. And so as long as you take steps towards this and take action, your best possible outcome is that the fates will aid you. As long as they see that you're doing something, they will aid you and give you so much more luck than you could possibly do without them or have without them. And it's all because you're wanting to go towards your dreams, or you're wanting to get more creative and manifest the things that you've been dreaming about for a long time, which I see you have been doing a lot already, a lot of planning, a lot of action already done into this. But something about the blockages or having to be patient or things taking slower than you thought, the fates see you doing something about it and they're willing to help you speed things up where it isn't going to be slow anymore, and you will see immediate progress. Extremely shocking progress. I almost feel as though if some of you have been doing something slowly but steadily, and you've been trying to, You've been trying to market or put it out there where other people can see it. It may have not brought much of an audience in, but all of a sudden you have millions of people that you get the attention of, where they suddenly become aware of you. Something like that. So, congratulations. Hopefully that made sense or helped in some way. I apologize for being sick, but there isn't really much I can do about it. Happy holidays, you guys, and happy winter solstice, and I shall see you soon. Bye.